Hello everyone, thought I would try to do a commentary episode and talk about the state of Nosgoth. If this is well received, I'll try to do more, so let me know in the comments if you dug this sort of thing. Alright, first of all we got a new map, which is extremely exciting. I cannot believe this is finally happening. The last time I remember content of this magnitude was Crucible, and that was almost a year ago. But Silence Cathedral is what it's going to be named. It looks absolutely fantastic. The design philosophy for the map was very claustrophobic, so lots of narrow passages and stuff like that. Multi-layered buildings, so there's a lot of height to this and verticality to this map. It seems vampire-oriented, I don't know yet because I haven't played, but we'll have to get our teeth into that in the coming weeks. Let's see. We got a new character. We got a new human coming out. They didn't reveal much, just a silhouette. But he looks like he's possibly holding a rifle, maybe a shotgun, I'm not quite sure. It has a curved blade on it, so I was thinking, in my head I immediately thought like some kind of Persian influence or something along those lines, maybe from that era. And then we've got, oh yeah, the new Sentinel ability that activates in the air and it must have momentum. I thought that was interesting. So I think you have to be ski-bopping along before you can even use it. And then they also mentioned that you can collide with buildings and stuff like that, so you can't just take advantage of the, like for grabs you could run into a bridge. Like say if someone was in province, if they were on top of the bridge, you can use that bridge to slow you down and tell the activation point of grab or abduct or whatever, and then you can use that to slow you down until it's fully operational, and then you can grab them, which I always thought was cool. So this ability will be called Sonic Boom, I believe, and it'll knock people down almost like a Tyrant Charge, I believe, but I'm not sure on the specifics. I'm not sure if you hit the ground, kind of like Dive Bomb, and I hope that's not the case, because Dive Bomb is awful. It CCs you almost, if not longer, than the people you hit with it, and it's really hard, and I don't know, just the trajectory and stuff like that, it's not very good. You're already setting yourself up for failure, because you have to stop mid-air to use it, and I mean, you're probably going to be getting blasted the whole time anyway, especially in higher tier play. So, we'll see. I'm excited. Anything is better than nothing, so I can't wait to at least see what they have to offer. I asked for a video from OG Hamsmith, but he did not respond. So hopefully we'll get more updates on that soon. But anyway, the next point. Community matchmaking problems. Alright, so the game has hovered for, I don't know, what, 8 months or something? Around 1,000 players, and sometimes we have, 2,000, sometimes 3,000, but it's been pretty consistently low for a long time. And so my experience for the last, I don't know, 2 to 3 months has been 30-minute queue times if I play non-ranked, or longer. Well, you could go all. I've played, like, I would watch YouTube or something like that, and just sit in queue, and then I look at the clock and stuff, and it's like, wow, I've been in this queue for almost 2 hours with nothing. So, I mean, that has totally happened before, which is what I hear happens all the time to people in, Australia region, or Oceanic, I guess. But anyway, they don't get games at all. It's non-existent. The player base is so small, which I get it. There's only 1,000 players, so there's probably less than 100 in Oceania that you're never ever gonna find a game, not even against new recruits or whatever. So that's unfortunate, but that's starting to happen a little bit more to me, and I'm in an A, and so admittedly it'll only happen if I queue for my region, so in a East, but that's pretty depressing. I know that OG said that they're not planning on advertising just yet, and maybe they're waiting for this map and all this stuff, but it's getting to the point where it's not worth my time to sit in queues, because there's the next problem. Whenever the lobbies are filled, it's usually brand new players, or we're talking less than 100 hours and stuff like that, and if you're a no-lifer like me, and got a few hundred hours in the game, they have no chance. Like, it's super unbalanced, to the point where I'm making their life hell or they're making my life hell, you know, one or the other. Because the next point is that what the Nosgoth's algorithm tries to do is, hey, this guy has a pretty successful win rate, and then what they'll do is put them with someone with a horrendous win rate, as if that's balanced. And the problem with that is that most veterans, at least the ones that I play against, play together. So, and you know, mind you, they've probably been waiting for their queue for 10 to 15 minutes as well. So it's just, it branches down until, it breaks down until there's no real balance to the match. It's just getting 8 people into a match together, which is not, I don't know how they could fix it, but it's not the best way to go about it. I was thinking that for non-ranked, they should remove MMR altogether, and I don't know if this will help tremendously or not. And then I also think that there should be one place or another, just one place in this game, they need solo queue, like actual solo queue. And I still want doubles and like 4 stacks and stuff to be available, but it has to be that you opt into that. Playing alone against a team is not fun, ever, never. It's so unfair that, like, it doesn't matter what you do if your teammates aren't good enough, and you know you're playing against people that are communicating, they're just going to beat up on the one player that's good. That's all that ever happens. So that needs to be addressed. Another thing for matchmaking is that, how about in ranked, MMR actually matters. This idea that you can get blood or go all the way, you know, I've seen people all the way in Eternal that do not belong there. Like, they're not good enough to be there. And vice versa, you see them playing against people that are brand new, like maybe just hit level 15, and they're bronze, or whatever, you know, maybe they haven't done their 5 matches yet. But they get matched together because the game just tries to fill up a lobby, which is weird. Like, I would like that, the filled up lobbies, in non-ranked. That would be tremendous. But the idea that they're trying to get ranked filled so quickly is stupid. Like, the whole idea of ranked is that you want a fair, very even match. Both teams know what they're doing, which is almost never the case. Especially this last run, 4 stacks. Oh god, that ended up being just a tragedy. Like, no fun. I can't imagine what these people are getting out of 4 stacking. I know there's like cash prizes and stuff, which is stupid. Like, they should have never implemented that either, because the game's unbalanced, broken, laggy, buggy. Cross-region means that anyone that's not, you know, in their home region's got an unfair disadvantage just to start things off. Anyway, and then you run into 4 stacks that almost always dodge each other. That still needs to be addressed. The idea that you can just I don't know how they're doing it, but they can look at who their opponents are going to be before the match starts. And not everyone does this, and especially, like, you run into 4 stacks of the ESL players. They don't care who they're playing against. They just want to destroy everybody. They don't care. But the other people, you do see them dodging more and more and more. Alright, so I was thinking that new recruit needs to be more fleshed out. As of right now, you get out at level 15, and then for the next, 35 levels, you get your ass kicked, and that is it. You're forced to play with people hundreds of hours in. You have Pounce Reaver is your biggest thing. Like, you still think Choking Haze is overpowered. It's almost completely useless. I don't think I've ever lost to a team of 4 Reavers, you know what I mean, using Pounce and Choking Haze. And so that's all they know. That's the bread and butter of new recruit. And it got them this far. Why is it not working now? Now everyone's hacking and aimbotting and doing all this other stuff. So this needs to be addressed. I don't know if they could manipulate what abilities you get in new recruit. Or how about that? Instead of, like, locking everything so that these people have to rent items that, you know, that they don't know what's good or not, how about make that part of the training regimen? So, like, from level 5 to 10, you learn, you know, these abilities. It actually, you know, it promotes it. It gives them to you. It unlocks them for you. And from 5 to 10, you know, it's like, please use this. And then, I don't know, maybe implement videos or something. I don't really know how you could address this, but as of right now, it's really, really, really jarring to go from level 15 to level 16, or 14 to 15, I should say. Because you come out not knowing anything, playing against people that you have zero chance. And so that's really off-putting, because you probably were doing pretty good in New Recruit. But now that it's a Brave New World and stuff like that, a lot of people are going to say, you know, tough luck, whatever. But no, I know gamers, they don't like being shit on repeatedly. And that's the thing, it's not going to stop until you unlock all those abilities and start learning them. And so I was thinking raising the New Recruit exit to past level 15 is almost a necessity, because in reality, level 50 is where the game starts anyway. Like, by the time you reach 50, with a community this small, that's when you start learning all the, like, in-depth tactics that are required to even remotely be successful. So, and then, you know, maybe even put ranked caps at that level too. I don't know how devastating that would be to queue times, but the idea that you can rank at level 16, that is so dumb. You're so ill-equipped. It's just not even fair. And again, if they're worried about queue times and stuff and people retention levels and things like that, do what you did to ranked queues to non-ranked queues. I'm positive people will appreciate that more than just sitting in lobbies, you know? Because unranked is this slow, you know, you don't get matched or balanced matches anyway, and they take forever to load up. So, and if it's unranked, you want to learn, right? So the idea is that you do get pounded in unranked, and that way you'll be you'll be successful in ranked once you put in the time. Because this is not working. Both modes are suffering because neither one is fleshed out. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully you agree. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. I'll try to do more if this takes off. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.